it's very important that it doesn't finish in the courtroom and with a happy end, you know. I was watching my daughter. She was 10, I think, and I was like, okay, what does she know exactly about my life, about my background? And I started to imagine a story with a kid. I didn't care about if it was a boy or a girl at that moment, and just I imagined him confronted, facing the worst to live, the death of his father, and the tandem with him or her, with the mother. And I started to imagine him confronting to, can I believe in my mother or not? And to imagine the way in the movie of that child who's losing, yes, la confiance, sorry, excuse me, the trust. And it started with that, and after, yes, all the genre movie came, and I and Arthur was obsessed by the idea that if we have to enter in the genre movie, we have to be very personal, very not doing the same thing that we love in another movie, but to do something very personal. I like to show women who works, but when they are writers, like, what I like very much is... sorry, I have to switch. Je pense que ce que j'aime dans le fait que ce soit des femmes qui écrivent, c'est vraiment l'idée qu'elles ont qu'elles ont besoin aussi d'espace pour penser les choses, etc. Et quelque chose que je trouve passionnant. Et puis alors, dans Anatomie, ce que je trouvais encore plus intéressant, c'est l'idée que finalement tout ce qui fait sa force, tout ce qui fait l'endroit où elle est puissante, où elle est forte, va être finalement utilisé contre elle au procès et peut être vu comme une menace finalement par rapport à l'endroit de la morale ou comment on juge les femmes. Je t'ai fait un condensé, mais tu connais. Ouais, voilà. Mais tu peux étendre si tu veux à tout ce que
So what's interesting to me is the space that they need these different creative characters to think things through, the internal space that they require to create. And then in Anatomy in particular, the way in which the territory of her strength and of her power is what's going to be turned against her in the courtroom, specifically a relationship to language and the mastery of language and the mastery over narration.
It's very important that it don't finish in the courtroom and with a happy end, you know. I was obsessed by, okay, what is going on after a verdict in real life, you know, in real life when the case of O.J. Simpson is finished. I was obsessed by the party after in the house of O.J. Simpson. I was obsessed in France. There is a famous case, Le Petit Grégory. You don't know because it's very famous in France. And I was obsessed by the photography of after the verdict, and even surtout almost when it's a happy ending, you know, because it's never a happy ending. How you manage with that after? And when we were writing, I was obsessed. Okay, the scene after the courtroom will be very important. She doesn't want to go home. She doesn't want to go home because she is afraid about the gaze of the children, you know, the child. Sorry. So she's afraid to facing him, and to be judged by him, and to continue the life, you know. So there's a restaurant to take alcohol and to be calm. And after, yes, you speak about that scene. At the beginning, there is there's a big discussion between them, and I cancel everything in editing, and we just keep the gaze. And I think the child is in a very special mood, in two minds maybe, because he's really happy because he's dead. His father is dead, and the mother is now with him. And at the same time, maybe he created that story to save her. So he's very embarrassed with the future. So maybe you can feel it, when you saw the movie, the complicated thing, and she can. Yeah, at the beginning, I think she said, "I love you," and he answered,
Me too, I think.
"Me too, I think." Yes.